everybody. I am going to call this pour my favorite colors. This is a junk canvas. About a year and a half ago, I did a review using Art Deco varnish and pouring medium, and after talking with them and etc., they never really came back to me with an answer. But this pour, you can see there's like weird spots. The entire painting came off, like a little bit peeled from the varnish, and I peeled the entire painting right off this canvas. I mean, they say there's nothing wrong with their product, and I do have other pieces that were very successful using the product. So it's hard to know, was there just something weird on this canvas? Was it, who knows? Maybe it needed to be primed again, or who knows? Stuff happens. So anywho, this has been sitting around because I keep all of my junk canvases. I keep them around for experiments. Sometimes I keep them around to lift things up higher because they've got a nice steady base. Whatever, they're useful. I have lots of old, odd canvases laying around. And sometimes I just cut the canvases out of them, and I've got a ton of canvas with no frames. But whatever, anywho. So I've been wanting to do, because I used to only just do like the dirty pours where the whole canvas was covered in color. That's when I first started. And I would add a bazillion different colors, and I would never know what I would come up with. And lately I've been sticking with colors that I know go together, which, makes sense. But today I want to do with all my favorite colors. So this is fluorescent pink mixed with magenta. I've got Artist Loft turquoise, Artist Loft deep magenta, Artist Loft deep yellow, metallic orange, and ultramarine. I was actually going to add the Prussian blue, but that's really, really dark, and even though I'm kind of doing an experiment, I knew that it would not go well with like the orange especially. I'm looking over my colors, see if there's anything else. Ooh, I did want this permanent red, Soho permanent red. And since I'm covering the whole canvas, I want a little pop of something, so I am putting silicone, WD-40 silicone. It makes much smaller cells than spot-on treadmill silicone. This makes ginormous cells. This makes smaller, less kind of greasy cells. So I'm just going to spray it in here. I'm going to do it, well, it doesn't really matter. There we go. I was going to say, since this is all just for fun. Alrighty. So what color first? Let's do magenta. And I got a big cut, but this is only a 8x8, 10x10, I don't know. And I'm not paying attention to what order I'm adding them in either. Because it's all just going to be a big fun surprise. Watch this be the most beautiful painting. So on my time hop on Facebook, it's now like 2 years ago is when I first started doing mallet smashes and stuff. And oh my gosh, my early ones, there were some amazing ones. And I was less careful then. I would sit under the table and just smash to my heart's content. So I think as I've gotten more kind of pro-ish, which I like cringe using, I'm not as free and careful. I mean, some of them were just crazy, and they were like crazy and amazing. Did I add that? Oh, I did add the red. I'm gonna add a little bit more red. All right. I do not know if that's enough paint. Hopefully it doesn't all turn green. You can see with because I sprayed silicone, it all just comes out. You can see the silicone working. Check it out. Left it straight up. Can you see it? Don't know. Fun! But now I somehow need to tilt it without, I kind of do want to leave what I'm going to do. On the outside. Ooh-wee! Look at that! Look at that! Check it out. What if I went over that? That was probably a mistake. But look, it's super awesome. Because that is a tip. If you don't want to lose all of this, make a border. And then this will get to the border, push the border over, and then stay. I mean, obviously it's still going to spill out, but that border will go first. What does that, okay, I'm gonna go this way. Okay, now I kind of like that. But you can tell it got really, well, this looks like really ugly intestines. I mean, not that intestines are ever beautiful. Oh my gosh, these are so tight, the cells. Oh, let's see if I can get it bigger. If I slowly tilt. Let's see what I can do. I love experimenting. And I love experimenting on a junk canvas. And then some people are bound to say, the price of your paints, oh my gosh. But let me tell you, like I used, that's maybe 4 ounces, and that's 4 ounces of paint diluted with water and Floetrol. So in reality, that is very, very little amount of paint. It takes me months to go through a tube of paint, like this size. It takes me months. And I actually probably haven't bought paint, because for a while there I kept stocking up every time it went on sale at Michael's. So I probably haven't bought paint in at least 6 months, unless I run out of a specific color, but otherwise I don't ever buy paint anymore. Canvases, on the other hand, I am in desperate need of. But I'm waiting for a sale on those. These are cool. These cells just keep getting bigger. So now we're starting to get to where it's spread out, and I don't like this anymore. Well, I don't like the white. Maybe had I just left the colors alone. Which, shoot, there's probably enough on there. I could probably tip off almost all of the white. Making more and more cells. That part's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. But now I want to see what happens if I go over it with all white. What kind of pastelish weirdness will I come up with? And is it all going to be red? It might be. It probably will all be red. So this should also kind of give you an idea of ways to change paintings totally in the middle of your process. Because this is a cool painting all in of itself. That was a mouthful. I think this looks cool. Let's see what happens. You have, again, cells galore. Very, very cool. But let's say now you want a little bit of a different look. So I'm just going to do a quick second of this. Airbrush, this is what it is. It is on my Amazon list. Oops. No, it's tiny. So let's just see what happens. This I actually don't know what will happen. So then you kind of have that look. And again, when you use silicone, it never seems to go away. It's just cell after cell after cell. But now let's see what happens with yellow and white. Of a ribbon pour. I mean, now you're probably like, and now you're just making ugly crap. Which, whatever, it's fun. It is so fun. I highly suggest just playing. Sometimes you come up with a masterpiece in the middle of it. Not always. Other times you end up with a hot mess. But for me personally, this is way more relaxing than like a glass of wine at the end of the day. A couple of Xanaxes on the other hand, but just kidding, sort of. I don't like wine, so that's really not a good analogy for me. I actually really like the colors going on right now. And I love watching them slide down. I just find it very soothing. Just looks like kind of a weird stormy night. But since there's silicone, bam! And since of all the goofing arounds, I like this one best. I'm gonna actually let this one dry. And then I can still play on this canvas again once it's all dry. I'm trying to, let's see, how does it really look? Ah, there we go. It's kind of fun, isn't it? And I did not scrape this canvas ever during this process. I just added 2. So those are all of my favorite colors. But how cool are those? So thank you. So look at that. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.